guys, the Kitchen Fairy here with another recipe vlog, and for today's recipe it is apple squares. It is basing on Almas Pite, which is Hungarian style of apple pie. Usually it's rectangular. It's actually, we can say it Almas Pite, but I'm sure so many Hungarians will leave comments saying this is not Almas Pite, but the difference is just that I added honey and also lemon peel because I wanted to use up what I have or had in the pantry. So I'd like to say this is apple squares instead Almas Pite, but it is basing on Almas Pite. Check out the full video and I'll see you soon again. Bye! So we harvested our apple from the backyard for this year, and for sure we're gonna turn them into Hungarian apple pie, Almas Pite, which is basically rectangular pie, rectangular shaped pie. Pite most of the time is translated to pie, but again it's rectangular pie. Hungarian apple pie is totally different from apple pie you can find in Canada or in USA. It is more like a cakey, pastry, tender, sweet bread. It's not round and it's not that creamy cornstarch style apple pie or apple pie filling. You'll see, but it is so good. Sometimes they would top the apple pie with icing sugar, but as is it will be good too, and I will show you for sure. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna skin the apples and then we're gonna grate them, core and grate them. Now add in about 1/3 cup of sugar and grated of 1 lemon peel, and then a juice of 1 lemon. And also yesterday at the farmer's market I bought this cinnamon honey blended with honey. The honey is blended with cinnamon, so I'm gonna give about 1 to 2 tablespoons of that, and then we're gonna add also about 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon ground. When I made this pie, normally I don't use the honey, but because I wanted to try the honey, and I also don't add lemon peel into the filling, usually just a little of lemon juice without the peel, but I want to use up what I have inside in the pantry. So this is, I don't want people to protest it, but I would say this is Almas Pite inspired instead original Almas Pite. So now we're just gonna mix it. You can use spatula or hand cut with gloves. It's up to you. We're gonna let it rest for a bit while we prepare the skin for the pie. This is 400 grams of enriched flour with 1 whole egg, 3 teaspoons of active instant yeast, and 1 tablespoon of sugar. We're just gonna mix it, and then we're gonna add in 160 grams of unsalted butter. And to make it pliable when we knead it with our hand, you want to add milk a little at a time, just enough until you are able to form a dough. Now dough is formed. Cover it with cling wrap and let rest for 15 minutes before we divide it into 2 portions and roll as bottom and top layer of the pie. Once rested, divide dough into 2, and then we're gonna roll half of it as bottom layer and half of it as top layer. If you don't have a rolling pin, you can use a clean bottle, or you can just stretch it right away on your pan. Now we're gonna top the first layer with our filling. You want to squeeze out the juice from the grated apple, so it's only the apple itself here. Now roll the other half and top it on top of the layer or the filling layer. Now we're gonna poke holes everywhere for steam to come out. During baking, you can brush the top with yolk or beaten egg. It's up to you, or leave it as is, but I like brushing it with the leftover juice of the filling. Preheat the oven to 350 Fahrenheit, and we're gonna bake it until golden brown. And again, you can have or serve it with sprinkled with icing sugar or as is. The Hungarian loves it with icing sugar, but again, you can serve it as is. Enjoy!